All right, some new things that make me happy. One, I've put my plants in the corner, so that looks cute. This, I guess, is not too new. This is totally not what I was going to show, but I am going to show it now. This little guy, he's like the parrot that lives on the plant. Anyways, what I actually want to show, I got a new rug for the back door, so that's looking good. I just got this sign, and I just literally hung it up. It's obviously for a garden, but it was $2 at Giant Tiger, and I mean, it does fit nicely with the back door. Welcome to our garden. It's like go outside and there it is, kind of over there, but you know. And then we're gonna go outside in a minute, but you can see it from here. I went back to Dollarama and got my chicken with the broom. I saw it like a month ago and I haven't stopped thinking about it, and I regretted not buying it, so I went back and bought it today. Definitely the best $5 I could have spent. And you know what? I do think it is a good, almost like a shrine to Matilda, you know? We lost her. And at least there's now something to represent her there. A little chicken with a broom, because she was a good little sweeper. All right, we're outside now. Here's my beautiful sweeping chicken. It's funny because they had some roosters there too, and the rooster is like playing the saxophone, and there's another one playing the guitar. And of course the only chicken one is a chicken with a broom, which I'm like, really? How unexciting. But truly the reason this grew on me as like something I had to have is because they really do sweep. Like when they're in the coop and I'll go in there to clean their shit out of the coop, and they come in and they're like kicking it around, like they are essentially sweeping with, if they had a broom they'd be using it, but they're using their little feet and sweeping. We also got them today, you can see on the second step there of that little ladder, some mealworms, like dried mealworms I guess. So they haven't quite discovered the one on the top shelf there, but they definitely ate them off the ground. And then we've got our little chickie girls. I do have to give them some more food and maybe some more scratch grains in their little feeder there, but oh, it's hard to get this to focus with the fence, but there's my 3 little birds, and they're looking sweet. I was trying to figure out, like, is it potential that one of them could be a rooster? Of course, I would ideally not like that, but people on the online chicken group, one of them thought that there was potential for roosters, but truly I'm not seeing any major signs yet, so we'll give it some more time. But I think they might be getting along a little better. I don't know. We'll see. No, this one's still a bully, but like maybe a little less harsh. I don't know. We'll just keep our hopes up. Right, girls? You guys are gonna be nice. Yeah. Gonna be nice. All right. Well, something else cool that I noticed. So obviously I have this beautiful big milkweed plant growing in my garden, kind of off to the side. I've got 2 of them actually, and quite a few more towards the back of the yard. But anyways, these 2 are pretty big, and I've noticed, see, the leaves are like completely eaten, like down to the bone, and then there's all this little remnants. I don't know if that's poop or just like crumbs. But anyways, the other day I noticed these little yellow caterpillars, and I was like, they're fuzzy, so I don't think they're monarchs. And I did do some research, and now look at them. They've kind of become like these fuzzy, and I just touched one, they did move, so they are alive. I thought they were dead for a second, but I think they're just like napping or whatever. Yeah, now they've kind of turned like this orangey black and white kind of color. But when I googled it, it did show that there's some kind of, I can't remember what it was called, like a milkweed. I'll insert the name, but yeah, so they are a specific caterpillar that apparently goes for milkweed. It'd be kind of cool to see if they actually go to cocoons on here. I don't see any more little ones. I just see those few that are kind of on that one little spot. It's not even on the milkweed anymore, but anyway, we'll see if we get some cocoons. I would love to see one. I don't seem to see any cocoon action. Oh, there we go. There's some more there. Look at that. Wow. You can see they're kind of in the in-between stage of, I wonder if they like are doing their, I don't know how life cycles work with these things, but like they're almost like going from the little yellow ones I saw to the new color pattern they have. So yeah, there's a few on the bottom of that leaf. So I'm definitely going to keep watching this plant and see if we get any cocoon action. I think they eventually turn into a moth is what I read when I looked them up. Yeah, I don't see any more over here. Oh shit. Okay, just kidding. Look at that. That is wild. That is one leaf. That's a milkweed leaf that they've eaten to the bone, and look how many of them. Oh my god, it's almost like overwhelming. Like that is a cluster. Oh my god. My mom would be so scared. She's afraid of caterpillars, especially when they're in a big cluster like this. I mean, yeah, it's a bit alarming to see. There's just so many of them. But yeah, they change from this yellow to this almost like a tiger pattern within just a couple days. That is crazy. So yeah, they're devouring these leaves, and I hope that they make their cocoons here. So update on my zucchini. I'm out here, this is empty now, but I've just put soapy water in because I ran out of this spray and it didn't really work on them anyway. But when I did some research, it says soapy water is what kills them. So I've been killing all the babies that hatch, but I'm actually thinking of pruning down some of the leaves because there's just clusters of babies. I actually don't even want to show it. It's so gross. Like it's just ugh, ick. I actually see another adult. So I've been killing the adults with the soapy spray, and also just spraying the shit out of all the little babies to kill them right off the hop. But now I'm thinking any of the leaves, there's new leaves growing that don't have seeds, or seeds, I keep calling them seeds, eggs. They just look like strawberry seeds like this. So I'm thinking of just cutting off the leaves that have them and then keeping up on killing the adults before they lay any new eggs. And yeah, I do see one more adult one there. Ooh, I hate these bugs. You know, keep the bees, keep the butterflies, all the cute things, but these fucking nasty things are just here. Their sole purpose is to ruin my squash, so you gotta go. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of him. But any adults I see, I'm trying to keep on top of because they're the ones that are gonna lay more and more. Here, I'll just show you. Ugh, these probably are all dead now, like I'm pretty sure. I sprayed them all. So the little babies there, like insta-death pretty well. Like they're obviously not moving. And then so many. So I'm like, honestly, the ones that have a lot of eggs, I'm just thinking, let's just cut them now. Look, there's still a few on there that managed to escape. So I'll give this a good shake, get it sudsy, and then spray it on them. I'm kind of running low. But yeah, especially since they're young, like that doesn't take them long. I don't think they can survive much because they're so fragile, the young ones. So I think that'll do the trick, and I'm just gonna start getting my clippers and getting rid of some. Because look at these beautiful zucchinis. They do not deserve to die. This is my garden, bitch. My little butterfly garden, if you will. It's definitely a beautiful spot. We've left a lot of these daisies growing, and there's these wildflowers back here and a lot of milkweed plants. But this is not who I was expecting to see. Oh, he's running away now on my milkweed. But a little ladybug. There he is. Interesting. I don't think you necessarily belong on here, but I suppose you're welcome as well. Cute. I discovered something, and I'm so not sure. I'm gonna have to do obviously some research, but there's a little tiny guy. Look at it. I want to say that could be a monarch. Like it's small. And it's stripy, and the monarchs look like that kind of, but bigger. Like obviously this is tiny, tiny. But I'm like, is that the beginning of a monarch? Or am I tripping? I mean, I would love that. I would love this whole point of planting these. I don't know what that is. Is that a cocoon? Or am I just also tripping again? Like, what are you? Interesting. I'm gonna have to take pictures of these and do some Google image searching. That's how I figured out those other caterpillars. Almost looks like a snail or a slug, but anyways, very interesting. I'm literally just out here like inspecting these plants to see if I have any monarch activity, because I have seen a few monarchs, and it's really sad to see like how few there really are. I know it's obviously a problem. I swear I used to see like millions of monarchs when I was a kid, and now I see like one every now and then if I'm lucky. And yeah, so that's the whole point of this, my little butterfly sanctuary. It's small, but it's what I got. Okay, something crazy just happening. I accidentally I'm snipping all the leaves with the nasty things, but anyway. Ew, 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 ew. Okay, I snipped a flower by accident, and it started vibrating and buzzing. And if I'm not mistaken, there might be like a bee or something. Yeah! It's like literally vibrating. Ew, I want it to get free, but I'm also like, don't attack me. You can literally hear it. This thing is like full vibration. Look. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Please don't be angry. That was alarming. Oh my god. Are there more? There might have been 2 in there. I think 2 came out. Okay, are we all out of there? I'm kind of like afraid. I'm gonna open it up in a sec, but I think we're good. They are free and they're gone, hopefully. That was wild though. Anyways, I'm getting rid of all the leaves. Look at this thing. Like, I just cut this off. Like, horrendous. These are all gonna be burned in the fire pit. That's disgusting. Oh, but I think I killed them all first. Killed pretty well all the adults that I can find. And we're just gonna keep up on it to basically try to prevent this. That's the only thing I can think to do. Luckily, lots of new leaves that are unaffected, so here we go. That's the hope, that we can just keep this plant going with the beautiful new leaves it's creating. All right, this is so wild. So I'm pruning now my beautiful big pumpkin. And like, look, there are 2 bees in this flower. And they're getting like hot and heavy. Like, I don't know, they're like pulsating in there. So that is definitely what was happening in my other one. It's just the flower was closed. And they freaked out when I tried to throw it out. So good for them for making some noise. Anyway, this one is not as bad, but I am kind of curious what's going on here. There's like little roots coming out all over. And it almost looks like the plant has like disease or something. And I am wondering if the soap that I sprayed on this the other day, like, I tried to avoid the root, of course, but it could have affected it. So now I'm noticing, I don't know if this is like normal for pumpkins. I never noticed this last year, but you can see all the little like white roots starting to come through in different spots. So yeah, I'm very curious if it's trying to like get new roots, and even like some of these longer ones. I noticed this first actually, like, look, they're all trying to root, which, I mean, I have my tarp down, but if they make it to there, which it's almost there, they can start rooting over there in the edge. So yeah, I don't know what that's about. And there is obviously some room in the middle here, so maybe there are some roots. Yeah, there actually is. Right there, a white root tapping into the ground, so that's really good. I hope that this plant will, you know, it's obviously doing what it needs to do to survive. So I hope that helps. All right, I've definitely pared this plant down a lot. It was very bushy, but I almost think like that could be a good thing. It gives room for things to grow and expand. But look what I saw. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's my first pumpkin. So that's exciting. Such a cute little baby. So yeah, there's the plant after pruning. I think I got most of them, but I will definitely... Sorry, we've got to wait because people with tiny dicks need to drive down my road as loud as possible. Anyways, definitely be keeping an eye out for any more adult bugs. I definitely still see some teeny tiny ones that might still be alive, but I'm gonna water these now and hopefully wash away any little guys, and I hope that they're damaged enough from the soap that maybe I saw some ants kind of coming along to take some of the dead ones away, so I'm hoping maybe they can just get taken away. So yeah, I filled up one of these for each plant, and now I think I'm going to go essentially just light this box on fire in the fire pit and burn the leaves along with it and get rid of any potential eggs or remaining bugs. Ooh. Because I do not want these things in my yard. Just call me Fire Master Michaela. I think we got them. And we've got one lily of the ones I planted. Absolutely beautiful. And one more to come. And a few little ones that I don't know if are actually going to bloom this year at this point, but I planted these 2 summers ago, and they did flower last year a little bit. So there you go.